All right, let's just jump right in. Look, there is no getting around it. The way we build for the web is changing, and it is changing fast. AI isn't some far-off concept anymore. It's right here, living inside our code editors and our design tools. So today, we're gonna break down exactly what this means for us as front-end developers.
And this, right here, is the single most important thing to get into your head. This whole conversation is not about replacement, it's about enhancement. Just think of AI as a force multiplier. It takes the skills you already have, your design sense, your problem-solving chops, your understanding of users, and it just cranks them up to 11.
Really? The best way to think about this is to imagine AI as your new co-pilot. It's that collaborator that happily takes on all the repetitive, boring stuff, which frees you up to focus on what actually matters. Building elegant architecture, coming up with creative solutions, and adding that human touch that no machine can replicate.
So how does this Copilot actually show up to work? Well, it's not just one thing. It's a whole new toolkit. Let's break down the main categories of AI assistants that are really reshaping how we work, like right now.
We're gonna look at 5 main types of tools. And trust me, understanding what each one is good at is the key to making them all work together smoothly in your projects. First up, the one you've probably all heard of, GitHub Copilot. This thing lives right inside your editor, and its real superpower is keeping you in a state of flow. Instead of you stopping to write boilerplate or scaffold a new component, Copilot just turns your comments into code. It's all about eliminating that tedious grunt work. Next, we've got AI design assistants baked right into tools like Figma. Now, what's so powerful about these is how they just shrink the gap between an idea and a visual. You can generate wireframes and mockups from a simple text prompt, which means you can iterate on ideas super fast and get everyone on the same page visually.
And taking that idea even further are the dedicated UI generators. Their whole job is to turn your prompt into an interactive prototype. This is a huge mindset shift, right? It turns prototyping from a coding chore into a creative exploration. It's an absolute game changer for things like client pitches or internal demos, because you can explore a dozen different directions without writing a single line of code.
Now for those quick experiments or tutorials, Cloud IDE assistants are just fantastic. They bring that same AI horsepower into browser-based environments like Replit. The main benefit here, it's all about reducing friction. You can go from I have an idea to actually building it in like 30 seconds. No local setup, no hassle. And finally, we've got the big thinkers. Large language models, LLMs, like ChatGPT. Think of these as your research and planning partner. You can use them to architect features, generate really good, accessible microcopy for your components, or even create a whole suite of test cases. They basically help you think faster and automate all that prep work.
Okay, so we've got the tools, but how do they all fit together? Now for the fun part. Let's walk through a practical, supercharged workflow that takes you all the way from a simple idea to a shipped product.
And here it is, a 5-step process where AI is our partner at every single stage. It all starts with your idea, moves through design and code, and then ends with refining, testing, and shipping. Let's go through it step by step.
Everything, and I mean everything, starts with a good, clear, human prompt. Your ability to explain your vision is more important than ever. You know the saying, garbage in, garbage out. A specific prompt, just like this one, is the solid foundation for the entire process.
This brings us to step 2, the design phase, and this is where the difference is just dramatic. Remember the old way? Long meetings, hand-drawn wireframes, slow feedback loops. The new way? You feed your prompt into a UI generator or a Figma AI, and you get multiple visual directions back in minutes. This lets you iterate like crazy and gets everyone aligned on a look and feel fast.
So, once you've picked a design you love, you jump into your editor. Now we're at step 3. Here, you use a tool like Copilot to generate the basic skeleton. Your React components, your routing. This lets you just skip all the boilerplate and focus immediately on the fun stuff, like custom styles and those critical accessibility fixes.
All right, now for refinement. In step 4, you can lean on an LLM to sweat the details. Ask it to generate test cases to make sure your components are rock solid. Have it write some clear, accessible microcopy. You can even get it to create a QA checklist to make sure you didn't miss anything. It's all about boosting quality.
When you put this all together, the speed is just incredible.
But with great speed comes great responsibility. And that brings us to a really crucial part of this whole thing, the rules of engagement and the non-negotiable value of your human oversight.
Which, of course, leads to the big question on everyone's mind. With all this power, can we just lean back and let the AI do everything? I mean, can you really truly trust it completely?
The answer is a very clear, very simple, not yet, and maybe not ever. Your judgment, your expertise, your critical eye, that's what turns a messy, AI-generated draft into a high-quality, professional product.
So here are the 4 non-negotiable rules. 1, always review the output. You're looking for security holes, performance bugs, accessibility daps. 2, don't just accept the defaults. This is where you inject your creativity, your brand's voice. 3, pay attention to privacy and IP, especially on commercial projects. And 4, and if you remember nothing else, remember this: never, ever stop learning the fundamentals of JavaScript, CSS, and how people think. That is your ultimate competitive advantage.
When you combine these tools with these rules, you start to see a really clear picture of what a future-proof developer looks like. The role isn't going away. It's evolving into something way more strategic and creative.
So let's bring it right back to where we started. This isn't about being replaced, it is about being amplified. AI is the tool that lets you build better, faster, and focus on the parts of the job that are uniquely, wonderfully human.
You are still, first and foremost, an engineer. Yeah, the AI might write some code, but you need that deep, fundamental understanding of how the web actually works to guide it, to debug its mistakes, and there will be mistakes, and to make those big architectural calls that it just can't.
You're also part designer, and I don't just mean making things look pretty. I mean having that user-centric judgment, that creative taste, to shape what the AI gives you into an experience that isn't just functional, but is genuinely intuitive and delightful to use. And this is the new, exciting part. You are now a director. You're the one orchestrating this whole suite of powerful AI tools, composing them, guiding them, and making the final creative calls to bring a vision to life. It's less about laying every single brick and more about being the architect of the entire building.
So the tools are here, and they are only getting more powerful by the day. They provide the raw horsepower. The real question, the one that's going to define the next chapter of the web, is what will you, the director, choose to build with it?
Thanks for diving into this with me.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe!